Now then, well, let's move on, because what we have got for you next, lots of fabulous things that, as I said earlier on, a bit of an education for me, some of this has been. And this, I know, sold out the last time on its debut in August. And I'm delighted to introduce to you Laura Landamore. Nice to see you, Laura.
Thank you.
And you are a brand ambassador, in fact, for Roku. And we're looking here, 503827. It's the Roku LT, the TV streaming device. It's a set-top box. It comes with an HDMI cable, which in fact you can pay a lot more than $42.36 for some HDMI cables. But this does so much. So, Laura, tell me a little bit about the company itself and Roku. It might be a company that people haven't heard of before.
Yes, indeed. Roku was founded in 2008. It's an American company, but we launched in the UK in 2012. So that's why some people might think it's quite a new company, but we have been going for quite some time.
Yes.
So we're quite a well-established brand now, I would say.
And as far as this product is concerned, it is a very, very small, I mean, you can see the little device staying there next to you. It's portable.
Very
as well, and it turns your television into an internet-enabled television.
Yes, we like to say it will turn any old dumb TV into a smart TV, and smart basically means internet-enabled.
So would that mean then, a silly question it might be, but does that mean then that your television turns into a computer, or not really?
Not quite. Similar. It doesn't have a web browser, so you can't sit there, you know, on a search engine and finding out lots of information, so you can't do things like that. What this will do is it will pull down, it will stream certain applications, and you can see a few examples on here now, quite a few popular ones that a lot of people might have heard of and maybe even use. For example, we're all quite busy, aren't we? And sometimes we might miss things on BBC or perhaps on 5 on demand.
Yes.
And a lot of the time we might get our laptop out and just sit in front of our laptop on this small little screen and perhaps watch it like that. Or, like my dad always attempts to do, is he'll put his laptop near his television.
And does he just fiddle around with an HDMI cable?
Well, his doesn't even have HDMI, so we have to find a cable for him, sometimes one that does audio, one that does
and has he got a wall-mounted television? Because it's the devil's own job trying to get an HDMI cable from there up to the back of a wall-mounted
He's okay.
television.
We can fiddle, but it is fiddly. You don't need to do that now. This will have all these kind of applications that are very useful for people. You can catch up with movies, you can listen to the radio, you could do Pilates, you could do yoga, you could teach yourself languages. All these kind of apps on here. Do you want me to
please do, because I'm just thinking, right, everything you've said to me is appealing, and I'm sure you're sitting at home thinking, that's just what I need. But if you are to order it right now, and this comes to you at home, what do you do with it when you get the box? How does it work?
Right. Well, in the box, you will get one Roku, one remote control with the batteries, and you also get an AV cable, the audio video cable, and I believe QVC are giving an HDMI cable as well.
Excellent.
Now, this AV cable here really is a great unique selling point. Now, you may not think it looks like much, but what this will enable you to do is it will enable you to connect to virtually any television, even if you've got one of those really big, you know, CRT televisions, massive
with the big backs on. So you don't have to have a slim HD ready,
you don't need to have one of these either. No.
So an older television, this will work, so you can get all this new technology on an old television.
Yep.
That's really clever to turn your old television into a smart TV.
Exactly. And on average, we are now getting about 1 new channel a day. We've got over 450 available now to people. So
that's incredible. We've introduced 2 more, of course, here at QVC as well.
Yes.
So QVC Star and QVC Extra.
Absolutely. Yeah. So let me just show you how you use it.
Please do.
Now you know what's in the box. So first of all, you have to get connected to your wireless. And that is very easy to do. We are set up at the moment, so I'm just going to emulate how it would work, just so people can see just how easy it is. So when you would first turn your Roku on, what it will do is it will look for all your internet.
Or like it does on your phone. If you switch your phone, it tries to find the network.
Exactly, yes. And so you find the one it is. For example, we're on this one.
Yeah.
You would input your password. Now, mine's already input.
Yes.
We would hit connect. And away you go, you're connected to the internet now.
So what have you used then to plug this into? Is it plugged?
This one particularly is connected via HDMI.
Okay.
But, you know, as I said, if it was an older television, we could use this one, so you don't have to have the
So one bit goes into the back of the Roku, and those 3 go into the back of the television.
Exactly, yeah.
Right, I'm with you.
So once we're connected to the internet, and I've skipped out a few steps because I'll now show you the channels. So if we wanted to listen to some smooth jazz, I know that Lee particularly likes his smooth jazz.
He does.
So here's a radio channel, for example, so we could go into there and we could find lots of different radios from around the country. So, for example, here we've got one, Belfast, Birmingham. If we don't want local radio, we go into music. Now, I'm a particular fan of 80s power ballads, so if I really wanted to find some 80s ballads, there I go. I can now listen to my Guns N' Roses, or I could be more specific.
Yeah.
Now, bear in mind, this is just one music app. Maybe you don't want to have music. Maybe you want to catch up on the news. We've got Sky News you can see.
Yeah.
Maybe you're a movie kind of person, so we've got a couple of premium movie channels.
I don't even know what half of these things are, actually.
Well, that's the fun of it. Crackle is free movie channel. It's, I would always say it's kind of like a straight-to-DVD movie channel, so you can find some hidden gems in there.
That's a brilliant thing to have, and you have this literally by just putting this tiny weenie. We can see it there. It is that small, weighs next to nothing.
Sort of a
it's a compact. I was just going to say, or actually makeup compact.
Yeah, exactly.
No bigger than that. It comes with all the cables that you should need. We are including an HDMI cable with this. And obviously, you know, you've got the other cable that Laura's talked about. So if you have got an older television, you don't even have Freeview. So you miss out on all these wonderful things as they've been up and coming. Now you can access them. I mean, something like Netflix and all the rest of it, do you need to subscribe to that, don't you?
You need to subscribe to Netflix.
You're not going to get that for free.
You would need to subscribe to Now TV, but a lot of the ones you see on here are for free. If you want to teach yourself Spanish, for example, there might be some small fees involved in that. Yeah. Most are free, some are paid for, and some are subscribed. You don't have to pay for anything, though. You can go for just the free ones. Yeah. And what I normally like to do is, I normally like to browse through the news section so I can see what new apps or channels have been added.
And are these, do they just automatically then just turn up on this?
Yeah, under the new. But say if we wanted to maybe find a game, because you can play very basic games on here, we might have a little look and see what games we can find.
This is really clever,
There's some really retro games on there. Maybe if we wanted to...
food, I love food, yes,
So you might want to find a cooking app. And let's just pick one, for example, if you want to teach yourself...
Oh, let's go for Italian food, shall we?
I've already added that one, so we'll pick healthy food.
Oh, healthy
let's
food.
have healthy food. All we do, we go to it, add channel, and that is all you do.
That
the channel
really
is then added.
Terrific, isn't it? How
so
clever
easy
is
to
that?
use.
And remember,
so
you don't need to have an all-singing, all-dancing television. You can have one of those really big old televisions. You might never have had Freeview or access to any of these fabulous things that are actually out there. And as Laura has said, are being added basically a new channel every day. And you don't need to necessarily then update this. So the minute you switch it on, it will have automatically done that. You go to new and it shows.
Yeah, it updates automatically
Great.
every single day. So you don't need to do anything. You don't need to take your time to do all these manual updates. It will automatically update for you. You don't need to do anything.
That is absolutely incredible. I think certainly for those of us, I mean, if you're just about to retire, it could be you're going to be having some time off, maybe having a baby, and maybe you're going through treatment. It might be things you're going to be home. You want to have a little bit more entertainment, access, information, all those things. Then using this, you obviously then become any television you have in your home will become an internet-enabled television. So it's a brilliant idea. It's an incredible price at £42.36 when you consider what you're getting for that. 503827 is the item number, and it did sell out last time, not surprisingly. So an ingenious company, relatively new when it comes to technology, but doing big things.
Yes, certainly. More things to come as well.
Absolutely. We shall look forward to that. Thank you very, very much indeed, actually, Laura. And just to reiterate what it is you're getting there, you get your streaming device, which is that very, very compact little box there. You also get the HDMI cable, which in itself is absolutely superb. You get your remote control with the batteries, and then you also get the leads that you would need to plug into an older television, and then it will work for you. 503827, and it automatically updates. Brilliant. Laura, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful.